Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial number 6, video number 6 for quiz number 6. The title of the quiz is the Zoom Q4N, and that's actually the name of a camera. And I'm very excited because we're going to be getting rid of the small handy cams, not getting rid of them, but we'll put them aside, and we're going to be ordering 5 of these Zoom Q4Ns. And I'm excited because it's a nice camera. I think it'll be easy for everybody to use, especially the beginning students, but also the advanced ones. They'll be using it too. Here we go. This is the camera right here. It's very nice. These little tabs and stuff, I'm going to explain them to you in a second. But this is the camera. It has its LED, or I should say LCD. So that you can view what you're shooting. I'm going to show you in a second. It has this foam up here, which has a very nice microphone inside that picks up very good audio. And it is not only a high definition camera, it's also like a 2.3, a little bit less than a 4K camera. So it'll shoot up to 2.3, but in our case, we're going to be using it in high def, which is 1920 by 1080. That's the resolution, and I'll go through the menus and all that in a second. But this is the actual camera. It uses an SD card, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then I've actually adapted this grip for it so that it's easy for everybody to use. Now, I'm going to go through everything and some safety issues and some settings and stuff like that you need to know. Here we go. Let me adjust my monitor here a little bit because we want good headroom. Okay, so here we go. All right, so here it is. It is small, but it's very compact, does a good job. And let's start off by telling you where some of the buttons are and what they are for. Number one, you have a black button with a red dot in the middle. That's to actually record, to stop the recording and to start the recording. Then right next to it, you have in the middle right here, I don't know if you can see that right there, you have the on and off button. When you turn that on, you'll get a little bit of a light right here that turns green. That means that you're actually shooting at that. I mean, you're actually turning it on. Let me see. Let me make sure. It's on now. Yes, it turns green. The other one that you have to hold it down, by the way. You have to hold it down for about 4 seconds. You'll hear a little sound, and then it turns on. That means your camera is on. Then over here you have a little knob, and I'm going to show you right there. That knob that you see there is your volume control. It goes from 1 to 10. You should, at this point, set it to 10. I mean, yes, you should look at your meters and always see that you're not peaking, but I've done a couple of tests, and I've seen that 10 seems to be about the right number. So 10 is where you want it to be. It moves very easily, so you got to be careful. Then you have over here a big nice foam which protects the microphone. It has 2 microphones inside. I do not want you to open up this foam or pull it off. Leave it the way it is. The mics are set in the configuration that they should be. Please do not take this off. I've added adhesive inside so that it doesn't just come off, okay? So please don't force it off. Don't take it off. Thank you. Then we're moving over here to the front of the camera. If you notice over here, what you see is I found that this LCD, it's a little bit difficult to open. So what I did was I added a little plastic paper tab over here so that's easier. By just pulling it out, you just can basically open it up. Okay, that's what it is right there. And then just close it this way. So pull it out and then just close it. That way you don't have to be fumbling with it on the edge and trying to open it. So that's a nice feature that I added to that. The other thing that I added to it was also kind of difficult to open up the compartment where the actual SD card goes in. So I added this little knob in here. No, you don't twist it. And, all you got to do is pull it up like this. That's it. And then you fit your card right in there, the SD card. It goes right there. Then when you're done, you just line it up and push it down a little bit, and that's it. You're done. So make sure not to twist it. Do not twist it. If you twist it, it's going to come off. It's got some crazy glue there that adhesive that I added, but it's not foolproof in the sense that if you want to twist it off, yeah, it's going to come off. So all you have to do is pull it back. Just pull it back and then press it down with your fingers until you kind of hear it snap. And that closes the compartment. That's for the SD card. Then we have over here a nice little feature I added also. I feel like, well, basically this is more for the equipment managers, but it's important because when you charge it, I didn't want people to be plugging in and unplugging, plugging in and plugging. When you do that, you kind of do a lot of wear and tear on the actual connection. So what I did was I added a connector right over here. You can see it goes right here to the back to where it's supposed to be charged. And then it comes right here to this opening right here. So if you're an equipment manager, you basically just connect it right there to charge the actual camera. In this case right now, I'm actually recording. If you see that when I touch it or not touch it, now it's not recording when it's green. Okay, so that's inside. You'll also get a little signal that says that you are recording, and I'll go over those meter settings afterwards. I'll probably use another video for that. Then the other thing that you need to know is I added this other feature, which is really cool. Over here we have a lavalier mic. Now this lavalier mic, if you notice over here, you untangle it and you could see that it's not that long. Okay, it's about, I don't know, 3 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. Yeah, almost 3 feet. And what you do is, it's a lavalier mic. It's a very nice one, even though it's inexpensive. It's made by Sony. And all you got to do is when you interview somebody, you clip it onto their shirt, lapel. That's what it's called. It's called a lav or a lav mic. You connect it right there. And you've got audio coming in from both sides, left and right here. And you just have to make sure that that cable that you see here, that goes all the way around here, it's connected to the camera. If it's like this, then you're not getting audio from this. You're going to be getting audio from up here, from the internal mic. It's a good mic, but you can't compare with a mic that's actually much closer to the person. So you'll be able to tell, because when you cut back, your audio is not going to be as crisp and clear as it is when you shoot it with this microphone. You'll notice that there's a distance to it, like a little bit of I guess, hollowness to it, and you'll be able to tell. So always remember that when you're going to use this mic, you need to plug this in, and you have to go in all the way, okay, until it stops. If you do it halfway, you're not going to get a good audio. This thing has, if you notice over here, if I click like that and I leave it like that, I don't know if you could see it here very well, but notice here, that gold little piece that you see right there, that means it's not stuck all the way. If I go ahead and stick it all the way, you'll notice now that I'm going to stick it in all the way. Here we go. There you go. Now it's all the way in. Notice that you don't really see the gold. So that has to be in all the way. Then you're ready to shoot. Very simple. You open up your LCD and you record from up here. Okay, you start recording. There, red, it's recording. And you have your LCD. You also have I don't know if you could tell here, it's probably going to be too bright, but there's a meter reading there of your audio. So right now, the audio is coming out nice and clear. Always tell your person that you're interviewing that you want to make sure that you can hear them well. Okay, so tell them to speak up. And also get very close. I mean, remember, the cable is only about 3 feet long. So, you're going to have to be about 2 feet from them or so, 2.5 feet or so from them. So make sure that happens. I'm going to stop recording here. But it's a very nice camera. And when you're done with the lavalier, you need to go ahead and coil it. Not super hard. It has a little device right here. I don't know if you could see it right there. It has a little cleat. That's called the cleat, by the way. All you have to do is wrap it around the cleat. It's similar to what a boat has, okay, to wrap the rope around. And you just wrap it around. And then when you're done, very nicely here, I also added this right there. I added a magnet. And this clips right on there. so it'll stay out of the way. Now, if you're going to shoot other things like your B-roll and video, as you know, it requires natural sound. This will give you nat sound if you already have it connected like that. I mean, you're going to get nat sound. It's going to be good. But if you really want good sound, unplug the lavalier now. Just unplug this cable right here that says mic. It says on the side it says plug in to use lav. If you don't want to use the lav, now you unplug it. When you unplug that, now what mic are you using? You're using this mic over here, because that one is being used. The internal mic is being used when this is not plugged in. If this is plugged in, and by the way, it's in the red, you plug it here where it says mic. Okay, I'm sorry, it doesn't say mic. It says external in, and it's the red. It's red. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's red. And that's where you plug it. Don't plug it in the green. If you plug it in the green, you're not going to get any audio. In fact, your audio will be very, very bad, because that's for headphones. Okay, that's audio coming out, and it's not going to be good. So make sure that it's in the red. The green one right below it is for headphones. Okay, if you want to put headphones on while you're listening, that's something you could do. Okay, but again, you have the meter readings here. Don't go up to the red in the meter reading. Also, 10 is what I pretty much use all the time. I'll go into the menu and stuff on the next video, but for now you know, I think you pretty much have enough knowledge here. One of the things I put here is do not remove. It's a tape. I actually taped the lens hood on because it could come off easily. So I'm trying to make these cameras, I mean, I think it'll last for a long time if you take care of them. And then the last thing, very important, if by any chance you find yourself that you don't remember any of these things that I just told you, even though you should, you can always unscrew this bottom part and reach in here, and instructions will be right in here. Pretty cool, huh? Thank you. Those are the instructions. Now, one other thing that I forgot to tell you was it has a strap. Always put this strap around you. Press this button to make the strap a little bit smaller so it won't slip out of your hands. And then always use it like this. Because if you have an accident and it falls, it's not going to hit the ground. So make sure to always have it around your wrist when you're carrying it. I don't want to see any of you carrying this without this around your wrist. Okay, if it's not around your wrist, that means that this camera is then in the equipment room. Okay, or on top of a table or whatever the case may be, well inside the table so it doesn't fall off. But if you're carrying it, you need to have it like this, okay? And again, this you just push it in, and then that way you take it out. But I think I've covered everything in here. Don't loosen up these knobs that you see here. You don't really need to. It's set nice and tight so that you just don't move them. Don't try to force the camera up and down while this is being locked. In fact, you don't even have to unlock it. You're perfectly fine this way. And I think I've gone over everything. Let me just make sure of one thing, and I think everything that I've told you is pretty much set. That's it. That's it pretty much. Make sure I will go over the menu next time because it's important that you know. And good luck. And I'm very excited. We'll be using this week and see how it works. If it works really well, we'll have order more and set them up just like this. All right. Well, thank you very much.